All right, it's Bruce. We're back. I want to give you guys a reveal on what it looks like reporting live when you have the subcode as a finance company already and you have the ability to report financial types of accounts. You would have a software that's called M2R, M2 Reporter. Okay, it's at the top left in the top left corner. That's the software that you download. That's from my experience. I recommend you using. It's very easy for every account that you sell. You're about to report for a client. You you create your own account number because you're a finance company that got approved, right? So you can have your own account number. This was the account number that I gave to myself. And it literally just make it look like, a finance company. Don't be, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Like, don't be doing anything that's like, why did they write the account number like that when they go and review your accounts? And that's going to be sus. So make it look like a real finance, like actual account number. Boom. Let's get to the account type. Now, account types is where the money is well spent. That's what the customer is going to be looking for. They want to have a credit card account, Tradeline, and that's what they purchased from you. Boom. You have that in that queue, right, for you to report for them. This is how you set it up. So in this column right here, you would choose 18. That's credit card. All right. Press 18. And this is across the board, universal. This is the universal Metro 2 language. If you're trying to put this account, 18, it's across the board for any software. This is just the software I've used, but the Metro 2 format remains the same. Portfolio type. Now, this is also important. This is all going to be reflecting on their credit report. You know this. So let me put my charger in my MacBook. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, portfolio type, you want a revolving because it's a credit card. You want a revolving credit card. That's what's going to reflect and show on your credit report. You should know this by looking. If you have a credit card, just look and see, click on the, account on your credit report and it'll say revolving. Now, credit cards, they have fixed interest rates. So this next column right here, interest rate, you would put fixed because, APRs, it's about 26%, stuff like that. We get approved for that credit card, it says, congratulations, you've been approved. And it shows your APR and it do not say 1%. Sometimes it'll say 0%, many, handful of times, but that's where you just jump on it and go get that credit card because that's a good one. Now, but 26%, that's like, that's what that looks like. All right. So date open. Now, this is where the sexy stuff comes in as well. Date open. This is where you backdate the accounts. This is what it would look like. So I backdated the account I put onto my credit profile as paid in full. I put it, a few years back. So I said it was open in 2017. And that's exactly how it showed when I got, it to report on my credit report, which the turnaround time, by the way, just to reveal that, it's 24 hours. That's how long it takes for a trade line that you reported into Experience database to show and reflect on somebody's credit profile. All right. So charge day closed, next column. That's if it was a collection or something, the account was closed or something, right? But you want to have good positive trade lines on all of your client stuff. So you would put just like blank because it's not closed, negative, it's open and it's positive, right? So original charge off, it's not a charge off, so you put 0. Now credit limit, sexy time. Now you can put, this was showed on my credit report. I know it has to make sense. I want to iterate and like emphasize to you guys, but learning from my mistake, I'm speaking from. where I put 101,000. I mean, 101,000. That 101,000 is showed on my credit report, but it's usually 100K straight. Like, if they give you an approval credit limit for like a regular bank, Navy Federal, they will give you $20,000 credit card, $50,000, $80,000, 3,500. But everything is, zeros. It's no like, numbers that look like that. So that was my mistake that's just wisdom off the top for you guys to take advantage of. High limit, this is the same exact number because this is the current limit that you got. This is the highest current limit. So original current balance, I had 16,000. So I was like 10% utilization in a sense, 12% utilization that I was having reflect on my credit profile, which looked very, very sexy. Okay. Now the term and payment. Okay. Now this is the term that frequency which somebody's making payments to you. Is it a monthly payment that they're making towards your account that they have obligation to? Now this is, term duration, rev, it's just synonymous. It's the same thing, revolving. All right. It's a revolving account. So now billing date. Now the billing date is, when you're going to get paid. Like if you're a financial institution, which you are right now reporting these accounts, it's when the client has that monthly payment set up for you. The date that they're going to pay you, that you're going to bill them, the bill is due. All right. Last payment date. That's the last time you made a payment to the bill that you had. Okay. And you obviously grace periods and all of those things, right? So, that was like what I had. Yeah. So the scheduled payment is, what's the scheduled payment amount that you pay? The last payment amount, I just, I put the same number. This is what I just put in, but it's the same number, last payment amount. Past due amount. Okay. Past due amount is, pretty much like, do you owe any balance on it? And you don't have any past due balance. Okay. 0. That's sexy because you don't owe any past due balance. Okay. Everything else, boom. Now, payment history, we're going to get straight to that one. Payment history, it is possible for you to create your own payment grid that you send in to be the payment history for Experian to review and consider for them to either accept it or decline it. But they got to review the payment grid that you create for your client, for your customer, which, look, the answer, you could have your own payment grid. You don't have to just rely on Experian starting your payment history from scratch. Like you got the age, but your payment history, you only got one check starting from the first time you reported that account, right? And it just only says one check on it, which is cool. Look, it still hit, right? This thing still hit. So it's all good. You know what I mean? It's a blessing that, it actually works. That furnishing data, being data furnisher works. I was amazed when, the accounts that I reported on my credit report showed and reflected on my report and showed in with the right columns. Everything that I just said, it showed up in the exact columns, the numbers that I put in right here, everything. It's amazing. All right. So let's go to the next one. Let's go back. Can I? Okay. So this was my other account that I had. It was an auto loan that I put onto my credit report. Yeah, I'm nice, man. I'm nice. I had 3 accounts on my credit report. All right. I'm the real deal. I really do this. So, the auto loan that, give me 1 second while I charge my my Mac because it's still not on. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Let's get straight to the auto loan. Sexy. So, the account type for the auto, it would be 0. All right? That's auto. Now, obviously, it's an installment, so you're paying it incrementally. It's an installment payments towards that auto loan that you got approved for. All right, you know how that is. It's an installment loan. So fixed rate, you have a fixed rate. It's not going to change. You're not going to, once they approve you of that auto loan, with the interest rate that comes with it, you can't change it later down the road. You know what I'm saying? Now you could refinance through another bank later on after you paid it off a little bit, right? They can give you a better rate, but it's from another bank's approval. All right, brand new loan. So boom, same thing. I backdated it. This is what it looks like if you backdate it. As all the columns here. Boom, you can change that, and literally it's going to reflect whatever number you put in there. So make sure, like with the power you got with that, make sure that it's in Metro 2 format and that it makes sense. Now, high limit, because I didn't have it wasn't a charge off, it was all positive. And it's not a credit card, so the credit limit, you don't put anything for that. It's an auto loan. So high limit, I had a Lambo, pretty much. Like the amount that my loan was towards, it was equivalent to that of a Lambo loan. You know what I'm saying? So I had the $250,000 right here I put on my report. And let's go back to the term and payment. So this is what the terms, I put monthly because it makes sense. If you're a finance company that provides auto loans, you have a monthly payment term, most likely. Now, I put mine for 96 months, right? Because it just makes sense. That's one of the, all finance institutions that provide auto loans, it's like 72 months, like stuff like that, 96 months, so has to make sense, guys. All right, just to get your brain flowing creatively to put 2 and 2 together with this sauce I'm spilling right now. Hopefully this is giving y'all value, man, for real. The billing date, now this is the billing date. This is when I set the date where I'm going to pay them, where the bill is going to be due. All right. Now, last payment, same thing. I had it set up where, I paid like the day after, the last payment. That's when it hit. That's when it hits. So boom, scheduled payment, I put 0. Last payment amount. This is how much money I paid them the last transaction towards a bill. I paid them in I paid off a chunk. So the balance that I got is paid in full because I paid off that last payment amount to clear up this loan amount right here. All right. Now paid or closed. Now this is sexy right here, right? The account status. Let's get into that. The account status shows whether or not if you paid it off, paid in full. This is the positive Tradeline version of paid or of closed account. Paid or closed account with 0 balance. All right, that's 13. That's the code, Metro 2 format code. The Metro 2 format code for showing that it's a current open positive account, it's 11. Okay? Your account is current. It's going to show positive. It's a current. You're paying on time. There's no blemishes. It's a current account. That code is 11. All right? Now, this is the unsecured that I had. And pretty much, so the Metro 2 format code for unsecured is 01. All right? And it's an installment. It's an unsecured installment loan. Got me? It's like a personal loan, pretty much. Fixed rate, right? Personal loans, they have a fixed rate. That's what you're going to stick with, getting approved with that. Now, I said that it was backdated, it's 2017. And let's say this, yes, 2024. So you do the math on that. I backdated it a couple of years. And, date closed. It's not closed. It's an open positive account. So I didn't list anything there. Original charge off. It's not a charge off collection. I'm still having it open. I'm paying on time. I'm an active, responsible payee, payer of that. Credit limit. I just put the credit limit to be this. Just playing around with the numbers. But yeah, this is this. Okay? So this is this. It'll be the same. Now, I said it was a paid off account. Like I paid it in full. Positive trade line showing I paid it in full. All right? That's 13 once again. Now, boom, everything is the same as I said, monthly term frequency, paying every month, boom, term duration, 96. All right. Billing date, all right, when I have the bill due, okay, to pay that every month. And the last payment date when I actually paid it. And then boom, this is the last amount that I paid to clear off this amount that was my loan. Boom, to go ahead and get it paid in full. And now, boom, the account status, boom. Okay, so since it's a positive trade line, you keep this across the board because, anything that's this is like collection status. And then boom, now this is for sure your collection, negative. That's a negative. Boom. This is when they just gave up and it's not even being due. Like they just like charge it off. It's a void account. It's a debt account, AKA zombie debt. You feel me? All right, bet. Now, this is just to reveal to you that, hey, I'm a real deal. And like, I really, I made mistakes, which, I'm revealing to help you guys avoid them. But this show you that, hey, like I really did process these accounts myself. And, for the most part, I've had a successful run in the investment I made. Made $10,000 with the short term that I had my reporting ability. And I just have nothing but a wealth of experience. And hopefully this gives you value. And if you want more information, especially how to process your accounts, take them from the spreadsheet that you need to have, of all of those zombie debts that you are trying to change into a primary for your clients, boom, you put in that into this, software. If you need more info about that, I got the sauce. I know how to process it and do all of that. I was a one-man band. I did it all. And I can give y'all more information if y'all need a course for that too. All right. It's Bruce, Metro 2 Credit Reporter Coach. We out.